Hello students, welcome back. Today I am discussing the next chapter, chapter 7. Okay, so class 10, subject IT. This subject under the NSQF scheme. Subject code is our 402. Part B, we are continuing vocational English skill. Chapter 7, we are starting word processing. In this topic, we can continue introduction of word processing, paragraph, header and footer, styles. Okay, so first thing is introduction. Introduction means what is word processing. A word processing application allows us to create almost any kind of text document and provide the great flexibility to check the text written by you and to perform different types of formatting to enhance the appearance of text and or document. So you can see with the help of computer, in computer there are so many types of applications. Suppose I want to write my application of 2 days leave and I want to prepare my notes. So many things we can done, but we must have a computer software. So we must use a word processing application. So in our syllabus we can use Microsoft Word, we can use OpenOffice Writer. So with the help of this application we can perform word processing of our data and so many things. So here first we type a paragraph. Not on piece of paper but in our in electronic form, means on a word processing application such as Microsoft Word or OpenOffice Writer. So what is a paragraph? We know very well. A block of text is called paragraph. A paragraph and when you press the enter key in the computer terminology, when you press enter key, so it is a one paragraph. Or so as you type a single character or word or sentence then press enter key, so you have a paragraph. Okay, each and every time when you press enter key, so it will end a last paragraph and create a new paragraph. So in paragraph dialog box contain two tabs, mean two options you can see in paragraph: indent and spacing, line and page break. Okay, so this kind of operation we can apply our typed paragraph, means we can control the space and control the left alignment, right alignment. There are so many things. In indent and spacing we can set alignment, line spacing, indentation, etc. So first is what is paragraph alignment and indentation. So alignment means refer to the position of the text of paragraph in a document. So by default word align text to the left of the page. There are four types of alignment we can use, means in a paragraph we can change the alignment of paragraph. Suppose in left align, by default always left align, so we can also use Ctrl plus L, directly we can align left. Or by default central align means we can change the alignment and see the paragraph in center of the page, so we can use Ctrl plus E. Right align means in right side alignment but left side not align, and justify both left and right. Paragraph always equally alignment, so we can use justified. We can also use Ctrl plus J. So these are the shortcut keys will be very helpful when you use alignment. Directly we can align our paragraph. So lining up both sides of a paragraph, left and right, is called full justifications. Okay, paragraph indentation. So alignment is different thing, indentation is different thing. Okay, so word can indent paragraph to the left side, right side, both side, or maybe just the first line. So here I am using the first line indentation, means we know one thing. In our general example, we always write our paragraph, first line of the paragraph always start few space blank. Okay, this is a general we can use always. Write our paragraph first line always some space. Okay, so this thing we can say indentation. So indentation, the first line of a paragraph. So in this, only first line of paragraph start with half inch letter, and but other lines paragraph remain in the same position. Okay, so this is called first line indentation. Making a hanging indent means the opposite of first line indent. We can say hanging indent means in this only remaining line of the paragraph start with half inch letter, but the first line paragraph remain in the same position. So we can say the opposite of first line paragraph indentation. We can also use Ctrl plus T used to add hanging indent. So we can control the alignment. We can also control the first line or remaining line of a paragraph with the help of alignment and indentation options. Now paragraph spacing means suppose we have paragraph, I want to increase or decrease the space between lines. Okay, so it is possible with the help of paragraph spacing option. So Word lets you add the space before or after or in the middle of the paragraph. The spacing that appears in the middle of the paragraph is called the spacing. Okay, keyboard shortcut for setting the line spacing are as follows. Suppose we have a 10 lines of a single paragraph and I want to increase or decrease line spacing. Suppose single line spacing. So we can use single line spacing Ctrl plus 1. We can directly use Ctrl plus 1. So in a single paragraph of 10 lines or in between, you can see the single space automatically appear. To use double line space, so we can use Ctrl plus 2 keys, shortcut keys. Or to use 1.5 space, so we can use Ctrl plus 5 keys. So we can also control alignment, indentation and space between lines of a paragraph. Okay, setting space between paragraph. Here new thing is, suppose we have a 3 paragraphs, not 1. Okay, so 3 paragraph or in a middle paragraph. So the space between the first paragraph and the last paragraph we can also increase and decrease. So suppose we have a 3 paragraph, or I want to decide the distance of first and last paragraph. So we can also increase or decrease space. So we can set space between paragraph by clicking the paragraph dialog box or page layout tab. In the paragraph group, enter the value in before box, add a space before the paragraph, and the space the value after box, so add a space after the paragraph. So we can also control the multiple paragraph gap between above and below with the help of setting space between paragraph. Indenting a paragraph using a tab. Okay, so this is a completely new thing. Means we can suppose I want to create a table. Okay, in table we know very well rows and column concept. So in this style we can set our paragraph. Okay, although we have a table option, we can also use directly table option, but using the paragraph tab concept, we can also set our data in a tabular structure form. So to achieve this task, we must use tab concept. Okay, tab concept. So tab key means move insertion point by default half inch to the right. We can set the tab position by using ruler. We can also use the ruler. Okay, this is a practical thing, so we can see in the practical portion. So the type of the tab stops including the following. Okay, so you can see in left tab, left align the text at the top, tab stop. We can also use center tab, center the text around the tab stop. We can use right tab, right align the text at the top, tab stop. Decimal tab, we can also use decimal number using decimal point, and bar tab, draw a vertical line on the document. So these are the different type of tab we can use to create to set our data in tabular structure format. Okay, So now next thing is header and footer. Okay, this is a theoretical concept. Suppose a piece of information which I want to see on every page. So I don't type this information every page individually. I'm only use header and footer concept. Only one time I will specify, and then this information will display on each and every page automatically. Okay, so we can say this is a header and footer concept. So a header is an area that appears at the top of the every page. It includes text or graphic. It is contained in a special robbed off part of the page where we can place special text like company or school name, logo, page number, document title, etc. so that this kind of data will repeat every page of the document. To close header and footer we can use escape key. Okay, so we can use the header and footer in the use of insert tab. In header and footer group, click the header or footer. In header section, always show top of the page. We can include page number, date and time, graphics such as picture, clip, art. We can also edit a formatting text in a header such as formatting, page number and styles. So the same thing we can also perform in footer section. Okay, we can also same thing we can use in footer section. Show the bottom of the page, or same thing we can also use in footer section. Okay, so now next thing is style. Style, a style is a predefined combination of font style, color and size of the text can be applied to selected text. Means suppose we have our data and our title, but I want to format our data, so it requires a lot of time and energy, but with the help of style concept we can save our time. So style set include a combination of title, heading and paragraph style. Style set allow you to format all of the element or document at once. We can also following things. We can use following thing with style. Selecting a predefined style, it saves lot of time over formatting. Applying a existing style set, modifying a existing style, or creating a new user-defined style. So style always save our time. Means in a word processing application, always predefined styles are available. Directly we can access and use our user defined data. So it saves a lot of formatting time. Okay. So students, thanks for attending online class. Below you can see below comment box, you must type your name, class with section, following questions you can see, and but your answer you must type in the comment section. The first my question is, today's question, what is paragraph in word processing application? The second question, how much space will blank when you press tab key? The third question, write the shortcut keys of left, right and center alignment. So above answer will type in below comment box, and after writing above answer in comment, then type your question. You can also ask your doubts. Okay, so I will reply. Okay students, thank you so much.